right, since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the end of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig. Got a whole lot of cooking to do today, man. I got a lot of videos to drop. Still got to drop my Patreon content that's coming up. Got to do the No 304 show today. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the No 304 show, my other channel. Me and Blue Ray going to be doing that tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's scroll up and see what we got in the building. Jalen Hudson is in the building. What it do? Dickie Foster was hiding with it. Jeff the producer. My brother Drew Titan LLC up in here. Sean Don Productions is in the building. Miami Snoopy 305. Sniper, son of Tank 45 up in here. Rod Neal, the homie. You say YouTube blocking your ability to super chat, bro. I don't know what they doing, fam. They hating, I know that. They do that to a lot of different people. Sometimes they do that to me on other people's channels. They won't let me sub to certain people's channels. Send a super chat. I don't know what they doing, bro. But thank you for the attempt, though, man. Try to do a test run. Just send like $1 super chat and just put something like thank you and see what they say. See if it's a word thing or something. I don't know. NO Boxing 504 was happening with it. So exposed is a bit much. Nah, I disagree. Totally disagree. Tank it. Listen, my foot is on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Full throttle. He ain't getting no breaks over here. None. No breaks for Tank. Tank fans give nobody else no breaks. The moment somebody else even look remotely human in a fight, Tank fans run around the internet popping out their chest like gorillas and talking crazy savages all in the chat. No, it ain't finna be no mercy over here today. None of that at all. No mercy. HC Boxing, what it do? Mark Wonderlich, what's happening with it? Dickie Foster, salute. I am True Main is in the building. What it do? The brother now the 86 is in the super chat with the 2-piece. Much love and much appreciate you, good brother. He says salute, General. He says salute to the mighty LDBC. Yes, sir, brother. Appreciate the support. Now the 86 coming through. Daniel Chambers, CJ Robinson, Vince Vilborn, Asiatic Soldier, AB, Bruce Rollerson, D Fresh 94. What's happening? Salute to everybody. I can't read all y'all, but appreciate y'all being in here. Yeah, appreciate y'all being in here. Stephen L. Mizek, I see you. Hey, I'm going to drop the link in a minute. I just want to get this cooking out the way, and I'm going to drop the link for y'all to come out here. What's up with my brother Cano Loco in the building? Shout out to the homie Cano Loco TV. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie. All right, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building. Let's go and cook. Go ahead and cook, man. Rod Neal in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, I can do $2, but not any higher. They hating. Wow. That's what YouTube doing now? That's what they doing to me now? Wow, bro. They doing me filthy. Politics, fam. Politics, bro. Yep. I'm glad you told me that, though. Yeah. One of my boys told me that, too. I want to say a couple shows ago. He said he tried to send me a $50 super chat, and he said he tried to send me a $20 super chat, and they kept telling him he had to send like a 50 or 100 or something like that. So he was like, man, I ain't got it like that, whatever, you know what I mean? So I don't know what YouTube be doing, man. Supreme Excellence is in the super chat with the 2-piece. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, let's go get down to the smoke, though. So, last night was interesting. First of all, shout out to Gary Antoine Russell for winning and beating Ryo and outworking him and becoming a new champion. So, congratulations to Gary Antoine Russell. We'd love to see him in some of those matchups at 140. It's a lot of smoke up there for him. So, we'll see. What's up, Schoolboy? Mr. Richard Garcia in the building. How you doing, Schoolboy? It's going to be interesting, to see what happens with Gary Antoine Russell at 140. Now, um, as for the main event, Gervonta Tank Davis versus uh, Lamont Roach. Uh, Tank Davis was never the fighter who they wanted you to believe he was. Knockout artist, yes. Entertainer fighter, yes. You know what I'm saying? But Tank had this aura of invincibility around him that was manufactured. Okay? Uh, Tank Davis was kept away from slick black boxers and that slick style, the outboxer style or the slick style, because in the gym that was Tank's Achilles heel. Um, in the gym, he didn't do too good against those type of fighters. So what happened is Floyd Mayweather, who was handling Tank at the time, knew that, and he purposely kept Tank away from those type of guys, right? And he would put him in with guys who were more so flat-footed or people who they knew Tank could crack. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, but guys who were slick defensively and responsible, they kind of kept Tank away from guys like that. You know what I mean? So, and I've been saying that for years, but the problem is, what's up with my brother Stormy B-Man in the building? Salute to Stormy. The problem is, I've been saying that for years, but people didn't want to listen to that because, they excited about Tank's knockout ability and the aura that surrounds Tank and all that kind of stuff. So you ignore his flaws or you ignore the obvious things. But he stayed away from Devin Haney for 5-6 years in lightweight, and it was always an excuse. They never want to make the fight. Never, ever, ever want to make the fight. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. I got all the receipts. Tank's team never want to make the Devin Haney fight ever. Right? Devin moves up in weight, then that's the excuse that all his fans say. Oh, well, Devin's too big. Look how big he is. Look what he did to Regis. Oh, he's so heavy. Now, Shakur Stevenson. Devin's up in weight, so he's out of the way. But Shakur Stevenson is at 135. Should be top priority for Gervonta Tank Davis to fight, to put an end to all the hype and everything like that. But he's afraid of fighting Shakur. Right? Now, a couple days ago, it was out there that Shakur had just signed his deal with Matchroom. And so I'm like, wait a minute, Shakur, if you just signed your deal with Matchroom and you had basically a one-fight deal with Matchroom with Turkey now until you win, you could have did that with PBC. But Steven Espinosa came out and said that they wasn't even close to giving him no contract. So now you have to remove the whole Shakur Stevenson Duck Tanks thing. You got to remove that. You got to remove that now. That don't even make sense no more. Shout out to Philip Quinn in the super chat with the 2-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Family says, I called it. Tank is the black Triple G. Shaking my head. Yeah, you did say that. Sean Down Productions is in the super chat with the 2-piece. Thank you, sir. Says draw got him off the hook for the post-fight call out. Yeah. Yep. You're supposed to be calling out somebody after the fight. Hannibal said, now they saying Espinosa lying. Bro, these people crazy. This is Steven Espinosa. Like, why is he lying to help Shakur? Don't make no sense. Shout out to brother Kate Mack in the super chat with that 5-piece. Thank you, sir. He says, there's a new series on Netflix called When Cherry Picking Goes Wrong. Wow. The Tank Davis story. It's his turn to get trolled by the boxing community. Facts. It's just his time. It's just his time, man. B, the truth seeker in the super chat with the 5-piece. Salute to your fam. He says, Amanda Serrano went the whole fight with a nasty cut above her eye. Never once stopped the fight to wipe her face. Tank Davis, no words. Hey man, I told you, prima donna, man. Spoiled little brat. I am True Main in the super chat with the 5-piece. Thank you, sir. Says I can't unsee what I saw. Tank makes the same mistake every fight. He always what's that? That's losing. Oh, loses early rounds. Okay, makes no adjustments. These are true, all facts. Now, the boxing world, other fighters are out. All of them are out here saying that Lamont Roach won the fight. The only people you're gonna find to say they thought Tank won are Tank fans who are just like trying to, you know how that's gonna go. Tank fans gonna say he won, but everybody else is saying Tank lost the fight, bro. And now let's get to the knockdown part, okay? Because it was a good technical matchup. I thought Lamont Roach was beating Tank to the punch, and he was Tank found Lamont Roach very hard to hit. Lamont Roach stood in the pocket with Tank. He wasn't on his toes and stuff. He stood in the pocket with Tank, but he had that slick defense, and Tank wasn't expecting that. Tank was expecting Lamont Roach to run from him. He could hunt him down. Lamont Roach stood in the pocket with him, and it was defensively responsible the whole fight on some James Toney, Bernard Hopkins type stuff, man. Crazy. So shout out to Lamont Roach because I definitely underestimated his defense. 100% I underestimated Lamont Roach's defense, and for that I apologize to Lamont Roach and his family because I definitely grossly underrated his defense. He was in there in the pocket, just old school boxing, man. Old school turning, pivoting, just right there with him too, man. Just counter him. Beautiful stuff by Lamont Roach. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. King P in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. He says, salute 78. I'm very disappointed in the ref, Steve Willis. I always looked at him as a stand-up man. Well, the problem with Steve Willis is he's a human. He's not a machine or robot. He's a human. He's not AI technology. And what happens is it should have been somebody there to oversee the referee. Like, after that incident like that, somebody should have told Steve Willis, hey, one of the judges should say, hey, was that a knockdown? He should have had to make that a knockdown because what happened is Steve Willis got caught up in the Tank Davis aura. He got caught up in the Tank Davis aura. And that can happen sometimes. Like in basketball, a referee, you a ref, you know all the rules, but then if you know what I'm saying, LeBron mess around and get hot. And this dude 40 years old, he must around and get hot. And he just going off, hit 5 shots in a row. Sometimes the referee can get caught up in the moment. And then he becomes a fan. And this is what happened with Steve Willis. He became a fan for a split second, and that fandom cost Lamont Roach the fight. That fandom cost Lamont Roach the fight because if the referee had scored that a knockdown, when Gervonta Davis clearly took a knee and admitted he took a knee, then Lamont Roach wins the fight. No ifs, ands, buts about it. He wins the fight if they count that as a knockdown. It would have been one judge would have had it 114 even. The other 2 judges would have had it 113 for Lamont Roach. That's what would have happened. Lamont Roach would have won a majority decision if it was called a knockdown. But Steve Willis made a mistake, and I think he needs to be fined or punished for that. In my opinion, they need to punish him. The referees, you can't alter people's lives like this, and then you know what I'm saying? You can't alter people's life like and just move on with your day like nothing ever happened. I disagree with that. No, he should have to deal with some consequences for making that mistake. So the excuse Tank had was, I took a knee because my eyes was burning, and you can get knocked out like that. You know what I'm saying? My eyes was burning because I had to had some type of What's that little gel the girls be wearing? He had some grease or some gel in his eyes or some mess like that. So this is what it is. Come to the ring trying to be cute, trying to pressure your little man fans. You know what I'm saying? With a little grease in your head and all that mess. You're supposed to be coming in for a fight. And you see how Lamont Roach looked? Had the fade. He came to fight. He wasn't worried about all the other stuff. Smash the like button, y'all. Get the mics all the way up. But the thing is this. I believe this is going to be a rematch. I don't think it's going to be an immediate rematch because Lamont Roach has the keys now. And if I'm Lamont Roach, I'm fighting Shakur Stevenson. Because I'm going to tell you something. Lamont, he might beat Shakur. I don't know. But that's going to be another technical matchup. But if I'm Lamont Roach, I'm fighting Shakur. I'm going to try to unify. Kevin Hill's in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, fam. He says, this is what happens when you cherry pick. You put yourself in the lose-lose situation. Lamont Roach might have saved boxing because Tank can't hide no more. Hey, man. We don't know. I appreciate you. We don't know, man. All I know is Lamont Roach did his thing out there. He definitely did. He beat Tank Davis. The whole world saw it. Tank know he lost. But, you know, people trying to give him all this credit like Lamont Roach was this world beater or something. No, he wasn't. Lamont Roach was a good fighter for sure. But he was a champion at 130 pounds. All right? When nobody checking for Lamont Roach until Tank picked him as an opponent. And when he did that, now Tank fans are trying to overly build Lamont Roach into some, no, Lamont Roach, man, he better than Shakur. Lamont Roach better than this one and that one. Man, cut it out. Cut it out. He's a good fighter. Rod Neal, my brother, back in that super chat, appreciate the love. Says Tank had pink oil moisturizer in his eyes. Wow. Man, I ain't heard that in a long time. Pink oil moisturizer. Wow. I mean, my sister and them used to use that. My mom and my sister. Pink oil moisturizer. Yeah, I remember that. Marco 731 is in the super chat with the 5-piece. Thank you, sir. It says they tried to give Frank a slick black fighter to. Oh yeah, try to give him that. Yeah, to satisfy Duck and Dale. Now you got a real slick fighter, and this is the result. Yeah, Frank Martin was a boxer puncher. He wasn't slick. Never was considered slick. And Frank Martin could have did better as well, but Frank was scared of Tank. Frank was scared of him. Carcino for life. What's happening with Casino? Appreciate the support in that super chat. Carcino said big facts. Tank won't fight him next. Nah, Tank ain't gonna fight him. It's gonna Lamont need to go for undisputed. Go for unifying the division. But Tank is gonna go back to the drawing board and he will go back to the cherry field or whatever. He gonna pull somebody up. He gonna fight somebody. He gonna fight somebody. What's up, Lala? Sister Lala D in the building. So I don't know, man. We said Tank Cruz too next. Man, I don't know. This is embarrassing, though, man. This is embarrassing. I mean, look, when Canelo lost to Bivol, he didn't fight Bivol right next. He didn't fight him next. He had to go find somebody else to whoop on. So now Tank is his turn. He ain't gonna fight Lamont Roach next. Vonta in the super chat with the 5-piece. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the love. He says, "Let Tank slide." 78. This was the edge control in his eyes. Yeah, edge control. The man got edge control. Unbelievable. My brother Drew Titan LLC is in the building. That super chat with the 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation. Salute. He says Frank was drained. He says Roach uh, came up in weight and was comfortable. He said plus Tank call out was in the locker room, but he never said who it was. Huh? He called out in the locker room. I missed it. I missed it. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Let y'all come up here and give y'all your thoughts, man. But remember, do not be coming on here cursing, overly cursing and stuff. I'm trying to monetize my video, man. No, YouTube be acting funny. So give y'all opinions, but don't be over on here just saying, you know what I'm saying, reckless stuff. Let me drop this link in the chat. There we go. The link is in the chat, ladies and gents. If y'all want in. If you want in. He said Tank called out Soul Group. Man, it's just sad, bro. This is you know what's sad about this is that, man, Tank. I mean, I'm happy that Lamont Roach was the one that exposed him. At least it was the brother who exposed him. But the thing is, I can't believe Tank sat here and hold on one second. What's happening with the show?
What's good?
Oh, chilling, fam. Chilling, talking about this boxing, man. What's your thoughts on the fight, man?
Oh, it was excellent game plan. He took advantage of all the disadvantages that Tank has, and he's fought Tank before and sparred him. I've seen Lamont Roach fight his entire life. I've seen Tank fight as in the amateurs and his pro. He actually was in a training camp with us, so in the Mayweather gym. And this is when Mayweather was fighting Conor McGregor, and he was on the undercard, and he had the worst performance of his life to a guy who they just flew in and supposed to make him look good. And he struggled, went the distance with that guy. He had a terrible camp. He was in there, and there was no Calvin Ford, nobody. He was training by himself. Nate Jones came over and was like, man, like, where's everybody at? Why are you in by yourself? You on the undercard of the biggest pay-per-view fight. Why are you in here training by yourself? And he's like, I'm just in here to get some sparring. He was so off balance for that fight and so undisciplined. Like when he was there, he was like, dog, you just got through sparring and you're not going to do nothing to warm up. He was like, he's just sitting on the side. He's like, no, dude, start jump roping. Nate got him over there. He's like, let me work with you, man. And start coming over there and working with him. So he can, like, you got to stay active. Like, what is you doing? I was like, dude, he ain't going to make weight. And sure enough, he did. And he lost his belt. And, going into that fight, he lost it on the scales. So we know about Tank and his mental approach to the fight. He's not a mentally confident guy. Right. And I've tried to tell people this. Look, my Roach saw it, and I said it in my breakdown leading up to the fight for the prediction of the fight. Everybody, Keyshawn see it. Lamont know it. Tank is not confident at all. He looks for confidence. Right. He tries to go and see if there's anything in you. He talk crazy to you to try to see if there's anything in you that he could use to get confidence going into the fight.
Mike Tyson style.
He's nervous. Yeah, he's real nervous going into a ring. But with Tank, he has been fed just like PBC has done. And this is my whole complaint with them. You spoon feed these guys a whole bunch of tailor-made fights. And then they get in the real world and they get smoked. Same thing with Errol. And I knew what was going to happen to Errol. And everybody thought I was a genius. I said, no, it's not about that. It's not about the car accident. He's fed a certain type of fighters because they already knew what I knew. And this is the same scenario. The problem with Tank Davis is that this type of fight with that Lamont did, he based it off what Lamont was for about 4 or 5 years ago. Lamont Roach is a guy that looks like he looked last night, and then you have the Lamont Roach that's subpar, that won't let his hands go, and you're like, where's the guy I just saw?
Right.
You know, with all this talent. So he's a one night on, one night off guy, and you just don't know which Lamont Roach you was gonna get. Plus, he never really had that push. But for this fight, he was gonna step it up. I knew he was gonna do his best. This is the biggest stage he's ever been on, because he fought Jamel Herring, and I felt like, yeah, he was giving Jamel some work, and that was a fight he probably, takes that in any other type of situation. But watching the strategy and how it went down, the game plan was clear because they fought Tank before. Tank's style hasn't really changed. If you stay on his right foot, stay on his right side, make him have to reach. You taking away that straight left. You taking away, you making Tank have to reach. He's the shorter man. Even though he moved up in weight, Roach is bigger frame-wise than Tank.
Right.
Tank got to reach him. And when he couldn't reach him, he was reaching out to try to get him. He stayed on the right hand, stayed tight. Don't give him anything to hit. Control him with feints. And he kept feinting him to keep him frozen right in front of him. Like he don't know what's coming or when it's coming.
Right.
So now it opens up, and then the left hook is going to be there. And I was calling, I said, the left hook is going to be there. Tank's going to open up and try to throw a combination, and he's wide open for the left hook every time. And I was like, he was just missing it. But I was like, if you time this just right, it's going to be there. And as the fight went on and Tank stopped using, he wasted a lot of energy running around the ring. Roach stayed composed, like, I'm not going to chase you. I'm going to take slight steps. Let you do all that, exert yourself running around the ring, clowning, because he's caring about what everybody outside the ring is thinking. Tank is thinking about entertaining, doing all this silliness in the ring.
Right.
He was getting clipped. And then he got hurt while he was celebrating, and he was buzzed. He got
I seen him get buzzed a couple times. But let me go to Steve. I'm gonna come back to you. Stephen the Mac. What's happening, bro?
What's going on? Good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday.
Hey, you too, brother.
And you already know I'm upset because they messed up my money, man. The whole fight card. I enjoyed the whole fight card, to be honest, though. But this Tank and this Lamont and Tank situation, bro, that messed up my money more, bro, because I had Tank get knocked down one time on my bets,
right,
and I was right. But yeah, man, I didn't see Tank winning no more than 3 rounds, to be honest with everything, And he thought Lamont was gonna fight scared, but Lamont was right there in the pocket, like old DJ said. He didn't really make too much room for error. He was getting hit, but when, where, and like I said, throughout the whole fight, he was rocking Tank. Tank, I think the 3rd or 4th round, that's when he got that first, he hit him, he made him stumble back. He want to laugh it off and stuff like that, but it hurt. And then there was another time he was talking to the crowd or something like that. Lamont called him again, bat, hit him in his face. And it's like, I didn't see Tank winning no rounds, bro. Like, he never really active in the fight, to be honest. He barely did the peekaboo thing, but when he was doing the peekaboo thing, it wasn't working to his advantage. And that whole knee situation, bro, come on, man. You know how I feel. Like, bro, your knee and your glove hit the canvas. But Steven, he started counting, but he stopped counting. Like, why? And then when he was like, they asked him, like, what was y'all saying in the ring? He told Lamont Rose that they're not going to give you the win. So it was like, it was already set in stone for Tank already to win. But yeah, man, he got to do something. He better do something because, like I say, Shakur come with the smoke. Dev go come with the smoke too. And y'all know how I feel about Shakur. Shakur beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna never change that. Just like Bud go beat everybody too. That ain't gonna never change with me. He's probably beat a little Tank. And all the way, I'm not done. I see why Tank don't want that Kambosos smoke. I'm going him all day, bro. Lomachenko will beat Tank the F up. Kambosos will beat Tank the F up. And I always said Teofimo Lopez had a kind of good chance with it because Teofimo Lopez got a kind of good style, you know. But bro, F-Tank, bro, all these dudes' name they're smashing the pieces. What they say in the UK, smashing the bits. You know what I'm saying? He better get out. He better stay out of Campos' inbox, bro, for real. But I'm done, bro. That's my little assessment. You know me.
Hey, for sure. Salute to Stephen L. Hey, Headbuster 606. Matter of fact, let me go to the super chat real quick. Rod Neal in the super chat, appreciate the love, fam. Says Tank wants to rematch Pitbull Cruz, but not Roach. And
Nope.
Wow. Let me see what else we got here.
That's his MO. That is his MO. Have you noticed during the whole promotion, he talked about every other fighter except for the guy who was in front of him.
S.V. hot. S.V. that he hot in the super chat. Appreciate the love. He says they keep catfishing us with Tank fights. Maybe I've told Larome in the super chat with the 5-piece. Thank you, sir. He says, man, ninjas back then were fighting with glow jerry curls and had no excuses. Facts. Yeah, them cats had jerry curls back in the day. All kinds of jerry curls juice jumping in their eye.
And 7 8, I still got pink oil moisturizer in my bathroom, for real. Yeah.
What's up, Head? What's your thoughts, man?
What's up, man? How y'all feeling today?
Oh, feeling good, bro. What's your thoughts on the fight?
I think it was a good fight, man. I think they should run it back. I think if they don't run it back, I feel that it's gonna put Tank in a bad position because there's all these people available at 135. So if you don't run it back with Lamont Roach, like what are you gonna do next? Are you gonna go back to the old playbook? Or are you gonna just like what you gonna do now? So I don't think this was good turn off a Tank overall. I mean, last time we spoke, like I never wrote off Lamont Roach. Like I said before, I think he got a chance to shake up the room. And that's what he did, even though it was a draw, unfortunately. But I think it was a good fight. Run it back. Have it in the DMV this time, though. I think if it's in the DMV or Baltimore,
right,
it'll be even bigger. So that's all. But good fight overall to me.
Called out showbiz. That was my favorite part of the whole interview. When Lamont Roach called out showbiz and said he don't know shit about boxing.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Oh yeah, he did. He said, "Look, I'm glad the real boxing media is up in here." He was like, "People like showbiz."
But to be fair though, that dude be acting crazy. But not just showbiz, a lot of people did. I mean, because that's Tank. That's what Tank known for, and they compared it to Jamel Herring, and it's like, why give this dude a chance? Because you see what Shakur did to Jamel Herring, so. Just like I think either Blue Blood or BFTB said it, like that triangle theory don't work. Like or it's either the boxing voice. Somebody said it. Get in there and fight somebody. Don't just use that as an excuse. This person beat this person, so you ain't got to fight him.
And then I don't know if y'all watched the post fight. You know what I'm saying? The Coach Calvin and Barry Hunter, bro. They's making up all these excuses for Tank, bro. He wasn't focused. He's in the 12th round thinking it was the 4th round. But
whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
Right. And Tank said something about that. And he said, I gotta do something with we gotta work on something in the corner. Because, you got all these minds. Somebody gotta keep track of the rounds and tell them.
Yep.
That's a bunch of cap anyway, man.
And then 7, I be on Facebook going at it with these people. They talking about this hair. I'm like, bro, this ain't Tank first time having braided hair in the fight, bro. Yeah. And I'll ask them, I was like, don't they grease your forehead and stuff up before you out to a fight? It was like, no, hair grease and face grease different, boy. I used to box, bro. Grease is grease. Yeah. That, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Vontae in the super chat. Appreciate you, Vontae.
Dude, they cut Paulie Malignaggi hair in the middle of a fight.
I remember.
So did.
So I'm like, that's not no excuse. The problem is when you start making changes to your corner and you can change it off the plate. Now, Barry Hunter, to me, is not a great boxing trainer. He's a good boxing trainer. He's mostly a motivational speaker than he is.
Hey, Drew, if that's you back there, Drew, wave real quick.
Yeah, he reminded me of Virgil Hunter as far as being
I got you, Drew.
Instead of, they more motivational teachers than game plan. And when his game plan, like he good for drawing out an A and B, but he's not good when you need to make an adjustment in fight.
Yeah.
Barry Hunter can't do that.
Do
He
y'all-
try to motivate you to stay with it. No, it's going to work. Just keep doing it. That's why all his fighters lose, because they can't make an adjustment to something, a change, or what we plan for ain't working. I got to try something else. Barry Hunter can't help you. And that's the same thing with Virgil Hunter. He can't help you there either. So I don't know if it's a Hunter thing, because they last name Hunter.
Not one time in the corner.
Right. They don't know how to pivot from that.
Yeah, not one time in the corner that you heard them say make an adjustment. Not one time.
You're not gonna hear it from Barry Hunter because he thinks with the game plan gonna work. But here's another thing. If you make the change like that, you gotta have one voice in the corner. You gotta have one person giving you the information. If Barry Hunter's your guy, you pick them as the head, as your number 2, he gotta be the one giving you the instruction. Now, if Calvin Ford want to say some little things in there, Calvin and Barry got to work that out, how that works. Floyd Mayweather Sr., took over as the trainer. And before that, it was Roger Mayweather as the second.
Yep.
A constant that was in his corner was Nate Jones. Nate Jones was the third. Nate was the trainer, really, for Floyd. I'm going to tell you that now. Nate got there. Nate was the trainer. They were the voice and the guy, and it's a Mayweather thing. So Roger and all them, and they are different style-wise, from Big Floyd to all of them. So when Big Floyd got there, he really didn't. He was barely around the training camps. Like if 24/7 was gonna be there, he might be there one day. Big Floyd didn't. Floyd didn't really need his pops in the corner. That was there for image. Roger was slowing because he was getting ill. So he couldn't keep up. And Floyd was like, I'm slowing down because I'm trying to keep up with Roger.
But Barry was in the corner for a reason, though. Like, that's what Tank wanted. So the reason Tank wanted that, so for whatever reason, we may never know, but Tank wanted him there.
A confidence builder, a confidence booster.
Barry Hunter has been with him his entire life.
Yeah.
Calvin Ford doesn't really know boxing like that. So the thing is Barry Hunter behind the scenes has really been helping them the entire time through his career. Barry Hunter's always been helping Tank.
But then again, do you give Barry?
1 second, let me go to Drew. Drew, what's up with Drew?
Yeah, it was good. Let me jump in here for real quick. Sunday, I'm on my way to the gym and shit. First of all, Carcino, man, salute to you, good brother. I've been following you for as long as I've been following 78 for like 15 years, man. Salute to you, man. Much love. You don't see me, but I'm there. I'm there. Salute to you. And salute to the panel. First of all, the whole camp was in disarray. You started to hear things, Tank contradicting himself. You saw Tank contradicting himself. You saw him admitting his worst fear after his fans were saying that he has no fear. His worst fear was being a meme. Well, welcome to Planet Earth, because I'm on top of that. Soul Glow got in his eye. Listen, we've seen some of the greatest jerry curls in the history of mankind in boxing. I've never heard Tommy Hearns in the 80s say, hey, the TCB got in my hair. I never heard him say that. Mitch Blood Green. I used to see Mitch Green right here in the Bronx. That was a beyond jerry curl. He never complained about juice getting in his eye. So yeah, I'm on that. So you started to see some things. You started to talk about, hey, I got daughters and I want to get out the business, and me and Al Heyman are going to ride off into the sunset after this year. Then at the press conference last night, first of all, he was extremely rude. He had those people waiting until like damn near 3 a.m. I was watching.
It was like 40 minutes long.
He tried to watch it till this morning.
He shows up.
I was on my live stream. I was asleep, and then I woke back up. He wasn't getting away. He wasn't getting away.
I want to see what he had to say. So he comes in. He's all soft spoken. People. It turned into a glorified D blowing contest. You know what I'm talking about.
Especially the chicken
Oh,
head.
congratulations.
Yeah,
That nobody knows how hard boxing is. Man, some broad said that, man. Shut up.
yeah.
I don't want to hear none of that, man.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Absolutely.
Because he
Yeah,
could dish it out. He can take this. I wanted to know what was up with that. He said he didn't know what round it was.
Yup.
He took a knee, but in the amateurs, he said something. Look. Once your glove or knee touched the canvas, that's an automatic 10-8 round. I don't know what planet he thought he was on,
Joe,
but
he tried to say he didn't know that was a rule. Like, nigga, you been boxing all
that's
your life.
ridiculous. That's
He know
ridiculous.
that's
I'm not hearing that. That's ridiculous. He was looking for a breather because
Yup.
Roach was not who me in particular, any of us expected. He was not the mark that he was pegged to be. No, he's not even on the radar, and I apologize to him. But here's the thing: what I put in the super chat, the brother said when they asked him about the call out, and speaking of glorified D-blowers, Akim Barak was there.
Facts.
When he was asked about the call out, he said the call out was in his locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And then the room was silent. And I'm like, well, who the hell was it? And he never disclosed who it was. So whoever the call out was supposed to be was in the damn locker room. In the
Like
locker room.
Shakur. He's like, Shakur was in my locker room.
He was like, Shakur, I don't even think Shakur was in the building, was he?
No, he was in the building. He was in the building. He was there.
He was there?
Jake Paul was there
Okay,
too.
was he in the locker room? Was any of them in the locker room?
No, they
Look,
didn't show
man,
who was in
here's
his
the
locker room. They only showed the rappers in his locker room. That was it.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal, man.
It was Jake
The
Paul.
jig is up. The jig is up. The jig is up. All right. Tank Davis is an okay fighter, but now we know what the last 6 years was about. Okay. There was no reason. I tell everyone this. There was an awful lot of belts being exchanged at 135, and Tank was there the whole time. He didn't intervene with anything. Not even when Kambosos pulled a hat trick on Teofimo Lopez and became unified. You can't tell me that Tank couldn't have intervened and Kambosos would have chased the bag and fought Tank. And now I don't know who Tank beats. I know for a fact, based off of behavior, Loma would have put one in him.
Thank you.
Loma would have put one in him because this dude has a problem fighting guys that don't stand in front of him. But last night, Lamar Roach, who appeared to be the bigger guy, and see, this is what I was saying. When Frank Martin, when he told Frank Martin, "Hey man, you look drained," I got on the phone and I made a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And the person that was in his camp told me, he said, "Yeah, he looked kind of bad, but he should be all right tomorrow." Frank Martin was drained, and that's why I'm not giving him that, because that's another edge that Tank likes to go into the ring with. All right. Lamar Roach was not drained. In fact, he came in more comfortable.
Yep.
And I would like to, he looked bigger than Tank.
Mm-hmm.
So he fought a fully hydrated guy that could match him. And he outboxed him. That's what happened. And once you saw that, now you got a second and third think. What would have happened if you'd have fought a George Kambosos? Fully hydrated. A Lomachenko would have danced on him with his ballerina shoes, because he used to do ballet. Devin Haney, look, I watched Devin Haney pummel Regis Prograis, and I'm looking at that. I was like, yo, there's really not that much difference between Regis on the inside and Tank. They both just throw bombs on the inside. And I'm like, man, Devin destroys Tank. Y'all don't have to believe me, but all I said was Tank was here the whole time. And while he's giving you the Mario Barrios at 140 and the Hector Garcias and the Ryan Garcias drained, all of these guys in 135 was getting busy. Why didn't Tank, the face of boxing, intervene? You know why? Because he could lose some of those fights. And that's all I was saying. He's the best. Show me. And he can't make it do with it do. D-E-W. Tank is human, and I can't wait to see what's next. But he gonna get this work. Just let your soul glow, man. I'm gonna hit this gym. I'm gonna holler at you, man. Peace.
He won't beat that Japanese. He won't beat that Japanese dude neither. I don't think so. I don't think so, bro.
Everybody then woke up this morning. They didn't took the elixirs. And now reality is coming back in. Now they're going to look at Tank whole career. They was like, yeah, I got to kind of go back. And I was like, I told y'all this. This is what PBC does. This is the Al Heyman system. He's going to build guys up, feeding them a certain type of fights. It was the same thing with Wilder. It was the same thing. They didn't get better. And I said, I know Deontay Wilder got the eraser, but he really needs some help in that corner. He really needs to work on some things. He got to get that left hand moving. He need a hook. He need a real jab. You can't just keep flicking it out there. When you fight real fighters, they're going to expose you. They're going to take that away from you, and you got to have a plan B. Nobody wanted to listen.
Yeah, we ain't gonna turn this into no
Yeah,
wild.
Deontay, he got cheated, bro. I
Yeah.
can't agree too much with that because he got cheated, bro. I'm sorry.
Who got cheated?
Despite that, it's
Yeah.
a little different. Like
Yeah.
I think all promotional companies do that because it's a business at the
Yeah,
end of the day. So
Top Rank
they
does
gotta
it as
permit-
well.
yeah, they gotta protect their brand. But I think fighters like Wilder, Haney, I mean, even though Haney didn't lose, but if you take an L, like they don't talk like politicians. Like they say who they want to fight. Like they're not really hiding behind nobody. So I think that's the difference. Like when you ask Tank, Tank been saying he gonna call out somebody for I don't know how long, and I ain't never heard no call out in all these years.
No,
But
you're not going to hear that.
Wilder gonna tell you what it is. Devin gonna tell you what it is. Like I think that's the difference.
I mean, I remember he fought Fonseca, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fonseca was undefeated. Who the hell was he? I was like, this is a vacant title. And they just put Fernando Fonseca in there. I'm like, Fonseca?
Remember, you can only name like 5 people Tank fought. Everybody else, you ain't gonna know him.
Dude, Selyard was pretty much done. He was at a smaller weight. Shouldn't even been at that weight class. Got wiped out. What's that? Then he fought Hugo Ruiz. Where
Yep.
do you find him?
Remember, Tank fight 130 pounders. Could be 126 pounders too. I'm just saying, bro.
Ricardo Nunes. Who was he?
You let me know.
Then he fight Gamboa, an 85-year-old Gamboa. And
After watching this fight, like 7-8, who do you want to see Tank in the you want to see him directly in the rematch, or who do you want to see him in that weight? Shakur?
I mean,
directly a rematch, but he's not going to take it.
That's what he should. The fight who he should be fighting is Lamont Roach next, but I don't know if Tank gonna take that fight. I think that and then if I'm Lamont Roach, if I don't get everything I want, I ain't taking that fight anyway. Y'all just robbed me, and then like you're not finna come back and big boy me in negotiations for the second fight. Like if y'all just robbed me, I'm gonna need some assurances. Now I'm the champion. I want X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If they don't want to give it to me, hey, I'm finna go fight Shakur Stevenson. Run off with
Because
the belt.
they cannot.
Run off with the belt. How they tried to do. Or Ric Flair did it. He ran off with the belt.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, though, like we don't know. I understand what you're saying. I agree to that because, like, yeah, I think he was the shortcoming was unfortunate, but we don't know what Lamont agreed to prior to this. You know what I'm saying? So if he already agreed to something, ain't that the same as like? Remember, there was with Devin Haney, like he was asking for more because like he deserved it, rightfully so, but he had to go ahead and fight Kambosos.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever was agreed upon, is that the same 7-8?
And hold on one second, my bad, y'all. I keep saying I keep talking as if Lamont got the belt because I know he won. My bad. He don't have the belt.
It just remember Lamont here champion at 130 though, so you're not wrong.
So you're not wrong.
But you know they go through a hydration clause up in there now. You know what I'm saying?
No, how can I do that?
It's gonna be a new contract.
No,
Man,
you
Lamont,
can't.
he ain't got to do none of that.
Watch.
If that's the case, go. You might as well fight at 130. If you bring people up, and that don't make no sense.
Clause for him if he's moving up in weight. He's not even in weight class. So he said, "Why?"
Watch. They slime balls like that. Cause like I said, that post conference, they let me know everything that they was spelling behind, bro. All this Tank not focused. He didn't know that's alarming to me. Those are a lot of red flags to me, man. Like it is.
And
like every time he was supposed to fight a champion or number one contender in that division, it never happened.
yeah.
Never
Mm-hmm.
But look at the character of the men when Devin Haney before
Cruz went up 2 weight classes. Lelo's like why would they do that to him? They were building Lelo Santa Cruz up to be their lightweight star, and then you move him up 2 weight classes and feed him the Tank, knowing he can't. He ain't got no power.
Because my whole thing, they did all of that. He should just fought Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, but that's
I forgot about Gary.
a fight. That
Nope.
That's too real for him. So they got to win it. So of course he knocks out Cruz. Then he fought Barrios, who was struggling to make the weight. Last time ever at this weight class, struggled to make this weight, and then gets killed, and he destroys him. Then he put him in there with Pitbull, and that was never supposed to go the distance. And then they made Cruz a star, and he can only fight one way. Then they put him in there, so he's like, all right, that was too hard. Now let's put him in there with Rolly. Rolly keeps losing, can't beat nobody, and still get title fights. I'm upset.
But OG, you gotta remember that whole lead up to the Rolly fight. You remember all of the bull stuff that came with it, the accusations and all of that.
Yep.
Yeah, man. They be working, bro.
Camp. I've been in the camp with Rolly. Rolly cannot box. He's strong.
I know.
He's strong. He comes from a martial arts background. His family is martial arts. So he's trying to convert to a boxer. And the stances, they got to work with everything with Rolly. And Rolly is just strong. But he has no chin, really. Well, he got a chin, but it's not. I haven't seen him get dropped in sparring.
Hey, 7-8, did you hear what Tank said about Devin prior to the fight happening? I mean, before the fight happening?
Well, I know he said that. I heard him talking crazy about Devin.
Yeah, he said he almost broke the TV. He was excited when Ryan.
He was so happy for Ryan, and now Ryan out here cooking Tank right now.
Yeah. And then my whole thing is like, why Devin name getting brought up? Devin ain't at 135. He had been at 135 for some time now. Like
Tank is used. This is what I tell y'all. Talk all this stuff about people using his name. Tank used Shakur, Devin, Terrence Crawford name all week to sell this fight. All week. That's all he's trying to get signed by everybody else.
And Keyshawn.
Abel, what's up, Abel?
Everybody roasted him now, because that's what I said. He talked about everybody and overlooked the person that was in front of him. It was like, about the person that you got to fight. Because Lamont is actually a tough fight for you. But PBC made it because they thought it was safe. They was like, all right, cool. We could make this fight with Lamont Roach. This is going to be cool. This will be a good fight. He got a good record because they know what Lamont used to look like. But Lamont, for this fight, going to get up because he's always a one fight on, one fight off guy. Plus, this guy has sparred. He came up with Tank. They've been in the ring in the amateurs. He knows Tank's style. So he's already familiar with him. Frank Martin, I knew the lights would be too bright for Frank. Frank was going to fight tight, even though he was drained to get there. He was totally drained at the weigh-in. But Tank weigh-in made me nervous too, because Tank came in at 133. He was really killing himself. I was like, Tank, you really killed yourself. You came in at 133. You're not even coming close to 135. You really was overtraining for this to get to. So I'm thinking, did he have a weight loss camp? Did you have another fat camp to try to really get down? Did you overtrain for this fight? Because you came in at 133. Normally, you don't want your body that 2 pounds off the limit.
Let me knock out a couple of these super chats. So I won't forget everybody. Shout out to everybody who was sending super chats. Now to 86 in that super chat with the 10 piece. Much love, much appreciation, fam. Says salute to the panel. Keep cooking. Yes, sir, brother. 88 Sports Talking Super Chat. Appreciate the support with the 5 piece. So Tank Davis kept fighting all these C-level fighters and then finally caught up to him. Cherry pick going wrong. And you said you are what you fight. And he got exposed. Salute.
There you go, 88.
Pharaoh World. Appreciate the love. So Shakur Stevenson will wash Tank too. Tank also had problems with fighters that have impeccable defense. He says Tank low output, waiting for the KO over with. Salute. Young Abel, go ahead, brother.
Hey, good morning, panel. Good morning, 7-8. So salute, I was actually when I was driving to the airport today, to drop my grandmother off. Here's the thing, bro. Like, I was listening to all the different feedback from all different channels across the Gulf, even the pro Tank channels too. Y'all know what I mean. And one thing that really sticks to my mind, and this is a very important part. Let me put this down real quick. One thing that really stuck out to my mind, Drew Titan's homie, Marco Boxing, he did an interview with Calvin Ford.
Yep.
Remember that interview, 7-8?
Yep.
Yeah, when they said they ain't gonna fight Shakur.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Now remember this. Remember what Calvin Ford said. He said, "Why would we even fight Shakur Stevenson?
Ain't gonna let us do what we do."
Exactly. Now, because of what you saw last night, and I didn't see the fight, I watched some of the highlights too. Now it makes sense because now, after what Lamont Rose was able to do against Tank, because of Tank's low output, looking for that knockout punch, they're not going to fight Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney at this point now, or even Monster Inoue now, because the problem is Tank doesn't throw enough punches to try to get guys off him, and if he goes against a slick, defensive-minded fighter, he's not going to be able to hit a lot of those guys. It's a wrap now. We've been knowing about it, except for the Tank dramatic fans like drink more water and the other suspects. But now it's out in the open. So
Scorpio brother Abel, just look at the fight with Rolly and Tank. Rolly was whooping his ass until the knockout happened, bro.
Chill with the cursing down.
What's up, brother?
No, I told Steven L. chill with the cursing.
Oh, the A word, my bad. The A word, my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw that too. So the Rolly Rolly hit him, like Rolly was strong. That's why he wanted to like set traps for him, let him move around, let him try to chase him because Rolly feet is bad. So he don't try to cut off a ring or nothing. So Tank just like, I'm gonna like lure him and pop shot him and try to, wait to get some of the steam off them punches. The same thing with Frank. Frank Martin was strong. He was just, tight. He fought real tight. He didn't want to make a mistake.
But even with the Rolly fight, Tank even said that was an accident punch. So it's like, come on, man. I don't know, man.
It wasn't an accident punch. He just didn't put a lot on it. He was just touching him trying to get out of there, but he caught him right on the bell, and he was like, "Dude, I didn't even hit him that hard."
And then I want to give a shout out to KO Boxing. He's a Tank fan, but he spoke the truth on his. He made a video. Yeah, and like I said, he's one of the biggest Tank fans.
Bro, here's the thing though, man. Like, listen, I don't mind knockout boxing because he calls it like
listen, y'all. Please do not turn my channel to no. Don't do that over here, man. Don't people on my channel.
I got you. I'm just gonna say real quick. He spoke the truth, and I was surprised. I give him his credit. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But yeah, you got to do a live one day. We got to set this up because I'm like, what's going on here with this Wilder thing? Somebody said he got cheated.
Yo, he did get cheated. That's a whole nother video. Yeah, we gonna talk about. We gotta come back for that one.
Yeah. I want to find out what's going on here.
Salute to Darius Gerland in the super chat. Appreciate the love with the 5-piece. Much love, family. All right. Salute to Top Dogs as well. Salute to y'all that came through. Tanaris Robinson, if that's you, turn your camera on and wave in the background. You can turn it right back off. I see you. Okay, Tanaris Robinson. Let me add him to the conversation. All right, brother. What's your thoughts on Tanaris Robinson?
Sydney, what's happening, bro?
Salute, family. How you doing?
Man, you the man. Look, bro, okay. What about the MMA shoulder that Tank hit Buddy with that the ref didn't see?
MMA
Did you
shoulder?
see that?
I missed that one.
Yeah, I saw that.
I seen a couple times, bro.
The ref was terrible.
I can't believe Steven acted like that though.
All the low blows. But you see Roach wasn't going
the
for
low
it.
blow.
As soon as he hit him with that shoulder, Roach turned around and cracked him in the jaw with a right hand.
Yep.
Bop, right in his mouth. He's like, dog, that ain't finna work here. That's how you knew he was desperate. If you look in the corners, it was chaos in the corner because he was all, did I get that round? Every time he come in the corner, he wanted to know how he did because he felt he was losing. And then there's everybody in there like, no, calm down. No, relax, focus, stay focused. And they trying to keep him under control because he think he losing, and he started to panic. And as he started to panic and try to open up, he was getting caught. That left, he stand disciplined. I was like, oh, that's all you got to do because if he try to trade with you, he can't.
7-8, you didn't see the Conor McGregor. You didn't see the Conor McGregor shoulder he was hitting with.
Man, I missed it, bro. I gotta go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in the clinch, he jumped up and hit him with his shoulder right in front of the ref.
Yeah, that was that Victor Ortiz treatment. Yeah,
Roach fought a great fight too.
I
Especially
agree.
them first 3-4 rounds, he fought a great fight. He stayed in the middle of the ring. That's what I be saying.
Yep.
Stay in the middle of the ring. Stop all that chasing him like you a bull matador.
Yep. That
That's
boy
what
went on the ropes. None of that.
That's how he caught Rolly, all that chase.
Let Abel finish his point. Go ahead, Abel.
Okay, let me say this real quick about Steve Willis. Now, he's one of my favorite referees in boxing because he truly loves, what he does as a boxing referee, and I consider him to be one of the best. But last night was not his brightest night. Hold on 1 second. It was not his best night because he made a mistake. He made a mistake in the ruling because he should have called it a knockdown. He definitely should have called it a knockdown, and because I think he got into the moment where he was more of a fan than an actual referee that was supposed to be doing his job. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's a terrible referee because he's done a really good job in his time as a boxer, but there's got to be consequences to your actions. You can't just be a fan in the ring when your job is to call the rules and to keep the rules of a boxing match down the line. And more importantly, too, why there isn't a second referee in there to make sure that if the first referee in the ring misses the call, there's a second referee that can overrule the first referee to make sure that the rules stay intact. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's a crooked referee because we got people like Tony Weeks, Jack Reese, Lawrence Cole, a lot of terrible referees. And the other referee for Spence versus Crawford, Harvey Dock, he's also a bad referee too. There have been a lot of bad referees, but I'm not going to sit here and say that Steve Willis is a bad referee, but he made a mistake. And I think he needs to pay some consequences for that because you got to do your job as a referee in the ring because you're trusted by both boxers and both parties to hold the rules of the fight and protect both fighters at all times.
Now, let me explain to you why there's not two referees in the ring. Because one referee is almost getting in the way. That's two people in the ring that you got to get out of your way and get away from when you're trying to move around. In some fights, the referee assists the fighters by blocking a fighter's opportunity to move out of the way. And that's what they tell the ref, move. You helping him up. You too close to the action. So you got to stand back some to let the fighter be able to move around the ring. They have another ref that assists that's normally outside of the ring. So if the referee would miss something, the other ref would tell him, like, hey, that's a real knockdown count outside of the ring. Like you have a senior ref out there, they normally do that in some of the fights. Like in case a ref get knocked out, he get hurt, take an elbow, that ref would come in and take over the bout. So they have them out there that they probably worked the earlier bout and they'll come over and take over. Then you got so it's a lot of referees around it. But they changed those rules due to the Mike Tyson Buster Douglas fight. When Buster Douglas was down, nobody picked up the count. So now they pick up the count outside the ring. So if the referee somebody in the corner, he'll turn around 3, 4, 5, pick up the count from where it's at. So
look, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. But I feel like the same way they can go back and review if a cut was from a headbutt or a punch, they should be able to go back and review if that should be a knockdown or not. Okay.
True, but you got to understand the business was tanked. So
the business was tanked. I understand that. All right, let's go to another. Did you see when after Tank took the knee, he ran over there and wiped that towel on his face and then turned into super Tank? Did y'all see how after he wiped his face with that towel?
Because I know why he did that because he wiped his face, but the reason why he turned up is because he saw the referee counting, so he thought that was a knockdown. He thought he was down in the round, and he thought he had to come back, but he didn't know the referee didn't call it a knockdown. So that's why he turned up. But let me real quickly, versus Icon in the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. The 5-piece got ILG Jones in the super chat. Appreciate the love. He says Tank is mentally weak. Roach was focused and it wasn't going. He says congratulations to Roach on his KO victory. He said I saw what I saw. I heard that. Let me see here. We got Woolbag in the super chat with the 10 piece. Appreciate the love. Thank you, sir. He says the 135 division of Terrence Crawford stops Tank. He says, the 135-pound version of Terrence Crawford stops Tank. So the Pretty Boy stops Tank too. Tank ain't really like that. Well, I seen some guy the other day talking about how Tank would knock Floyd out at 135. I'm like, okay. Hey, the family who was in the background, come back, bro. Come back in. I got a full panel up here right now. I only put up like 5 people at a time.
Hold on, say Nate. I'm finna go. So check this out. I got one more thing to say to you, and I want your opinion on it. Me and my girl, we were watching the fight last night, bro, and we had it a draw, bro. Did you have it a draw? You had Roach winning?
I had Roach winning. To be honest with you, I had it like 9 rounds to 3, 8 rounds to 4 for Lamont Roach.
Yeah, I had 8-4. 8-4.
Yeah.
8-4 Roach. Yeah. So y'all you counting the knockdown or you not counting the knockdown?
That's the knockdown. That's what I'm just talking about rounds. I thought Lamont Roach was beating Tank
without the knockdown.
Yeah.
Tank did not win a round past like 8 rounds to 12. He didn't win.
I only had Tank winning like 2 rounds.
I think Tank won around 11.
I don't.
Nope, not even around 11.
No.
Smell no.
8 through 12, he got blanked.
8 through 12? That's tough.
Yeah. Last round I gave Tank was round 7, and that one was close. But he got that one, in my opinion. But after that, he got blanked from 8 through 12. He was done. Every time he tried to open up, he got countered. And the referee did not take a point away from Tank. Tank hit him with like 10 low blows in the fight. He was purposely throwing low blows to try to get a break.
I was watching it.
Yeah,
why you 7-8?
Yo.
Why Tank didn't stay in Super Tank?
He couldn't. The Super Tank was a bluff. You gotta understand. The Super Tank part was a bluff. He thought he was down in the round, and he thought he could also intimidate Roach, but Roach wasn't scared of him. Now, see, this go back to something we were talking about before the fight with the Mike Tyson and the Holyfield comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were saying, like, could Lamont Roach pull a Holyfield? You know what I'm saying? Like what Holyfield did with Tyson. And the thing is, Lamont Roach is not scared of Tank. He know Tank. He know personal things about Tank. He know Tank weaknesses. So he wasn't afraid of Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? And that worked to his benefit, you know, in the fight.
He fought him well. They both were throwing masterful body blows. Listen, in the seventh round, I think Lamont Roach hurt Tank, but Tank, he didn't. Everybody knew it, but Lamont Roach. Did y'all see that shot that he hit him with?
I saw him when he caught him with the counter right hand.
The counter right hand.
Yeah, when he was pulling back and he got caught, he never saw the punch. He was pulling straight back.
It seemed like I knew it, the crowd knew it, the announcers knew it, y'all knew it, but didn't nobody. But Lamont Roach didn't know.
No,
I think he knew.
Yeah,
I think he knew, but he was disciplined. Lamont Roach was disciplined because if you get excited, oh, I got him hurt, you can walk right into some tank bomb. You know what I'm saying?
The rolling.
Yeah, the rolling. You know what I'm saying? Or even what Ryan did. Ryan had
yeah, go ahead. That's why in the post fight he said, he's like, I see how he get knockouts, but he's like, I'm not gonna tell y'all because he's like, y'all gonna run back and tell him. But he's like, I see how he gets the knockouts he gets, but it don't work on me because I know what to look for. So, but he's like, I see how he get his knockouts now.
So, that was a good fight. I mean, I don't like none of the fights Tank been in prior, but if he keep fighting like fighters like Lamont Roach, I mean, I think it's fair to say Lamont Roach made his name cemented in the 135. 7A, what do you put Lamont Roach at after yesterday?
At 135,
However you want to do it, 130, 135.
at 135, I got one rank him. I don't know where to put him until he fights Shakur Stevenson. And them guys fight.
7A. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut y'all, but how y'all be talking about Shakur Stevenson? Man, them boys ready to fight Shakur Stevenson. If I was a boxer, I would want to fight Shakur Stevenson right now because of his hands. He brittle. They brittle. They ain't gonna hold up. I know in a fight like Tank and Lamont Roach last night, Shakur Stevenson hands wouldn't have held up.
Well, Tank should have been jumped on that then. I mean, he should have been.
I would have been jumped on it. I would have been right now. They drooling at him.
So 7A, since you said you don't know where to put Lamont, so let's go with Tank. Do Tank keep his spot or did he decline?
Tank ain't never had no spot with me.
Yeah.
I mean, you know the general public.
Until Tank, and like I always say, I don't know who the best at 135 because they haven't fought, and that's why I want to see the fights. But Tank has never been my pound for pound type of guy because he won't fight nobody. So you can't just go off of him fighting the people you didn't ask him to fight. You know, he ain't fight nobody. So no, I would put I would look at it and I would say if I had to just force the pick, I would say Shakur Stevenson is the top lightweight. I would say the guy Keyshawn Davis, then Lamont Roach, then Tank Davis. That's how I would say until proven otherwise. You know what I'm saying? But that could be reversed. I don't know, but they gotta fight.
Right, you gotta fight. You gotta fight the guys that's up there. Tank has never fought any number one contender in any weight class. No champions, no anybody. And I'm like, why?
What's up, draw? What's up, 78?
I am 44. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother? Can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, cook.
So what we realize is it's not even about Tank not fighting a number one fighter, etc. What Tank, he hasn't fought disciplined aggression. Tank has been in there with people who are undisciplined as a fighter. If you put Tank in there with a disciplined fighter, known or unknown, it will give him a lot of problems. What we saw was a Lamont Roach who came with a game plan called discipline. Okay? Now, the other thing that we saw is this. Tank took that knee. If you go look at that 9th round, he took 2 quick body shots. It was a delayed reaction. But because Tank is from the streets, he know the game, he played it off, man. That's all it was. He had to figure out, how do I play this off? He talked about grease in his eyes. Tank never wiped grease out of his eyes during that 9th round. Because when somebody got something in their eyes, they're gonna be doing something to get it out their eyes while they're fighting. He never did that, okay? But that was what that was. If you go look at the 9th round, he got hit with 2 quick body shots. That delayed. It was a delay. All right. What we also saw with Tank is this. Shakur, Devin, anybody with discipline, they're gonna give him some work. Now, Lamont, great fighter. I respect Lamont and I respect what he did. But he was a 130 pounder that came up to 135 to fight Tank. And you saw somebody that wasn't afraid. You saw Lamont Roach take hits flush in the face, didn't do nothing to him. But you saw when Tank got hit, it buckled Tank knees. Tank has made his career. His power is not the kind of power that people think. His power is the stuff that you don't see. That's where he's powerful. That's why he was trying to get Lamont to get off of his game plan. He used the dirty tactics, stopping the ref, talking to the ref, complaining. All these antics was to get Lamont Roach off of his game plan. And that is the why Tank avoided the fighters that he knows are going to come with discipline. Discipline beats Tank all day, in my opinion. And Shakur, Keyshawn, Devin, that is the one thing they have. And another thing, they're using his coach, Coach Calvin, as a buffer. I believe Coach Calvin was always in his camp, personally. Yeah. I believe Coach Calvin was always in his camp because you know what the narrative is now? Oh, Tank need Coach Calvin. That's why he looked different. No, Coach Calvin was always there.
No, he was always there because just yesterday, 2 days ago, they were saying how the Tank haters, y'all saying Coach Calvin been in camp. They've been in camp, and Barry Hunter always been with Tank anyway. So,
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So that's the buffer right there. That's the facade. So now that's the narrative now, right? You know, it's Barry Hunter. He's not he don't know how to make adjustments. If we think these people don't know what they're doing, they all know that Tank struggles with discipline. They know that Tank struggle. I saw Tank running last night too. I mean, what's all that running stuff we talk about Shakur and he was running, jogging, moving around. But see, it's okay if Tank do it though, right? Man, we got to get off that. Yeah, he was running. He wasn't running the whole fight, but there were rounds where he was clearly running. It was funny.
He was running.
It was funny. I mean, it's like enough is enough. Like, it's over, man. It's over.
Did y'all hear that guy? Did y'all hear what's the guy name that was with Ryan Garcia, the white guy, when he had fought Tank? The white Guzman or something with a G? Uh-huh. Before the fight, did y'all hear him saying Tank, he doesn't avoid any of the champions. He takes on anybody. All you got to do is call him out. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was building it up real good.
Yep. Let me go back over here to these super chats I missed. We got let's see what we got here. What I missed. Man, got a few of them up in here. Okay. On commentary with St. Louis, appreciate you in the super chat, man. With the 5-piece, he says, ever since Tank and Antoine cut a jig for Ryan, I quit supporting them. Said I didn't watch the card. Tank needing a robbery, his first steps to the Justice 78. Tank getting his just due. You know, all them dudes that was out here defending Ryan Garcia, the racist stuff, that's what they get. Woolbag in the super chat, appreciate the love. With the 10-piece. Thank you, sir. He says Keyshawn Davis beats Tank. He has all the variables needed for recreational fighter like Tank. He says, I can't really see this. 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to squint my eyes. He says counter-punching power, athleticism, boxing ability, and intelligence. Yeah, I think Keyshawn definitely can get him. He definitely can get him. But it's gonna be a good fight because Keyshawn gonna stand there. He gonna be there to get hit too.
Yeah, that's what I said. That fight is more of a Tank type fight than any other fight. He would love that fight because he gonna have opportunities with Key. I think Key need a couple more fights under his belt before he get with Tank, because Tank could, he's young, but he feel like I could beat the world right now. But I think he need a couple more fights under his belt before he can get up there with Tank. But I think even now he'll give him a good fight.
Yes, sir.
You know how Tank was saying if he go and fight Devin and Saudi, he'll lose on the cards.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like if you fight Tank in the United States, you'll lose on the card.
And how ironic is that? How ironic that he went out on this whole thing and all the haters talking about Saudi, talking about fair and unfair and all this robbery stuff. And right here in the United States of America, in Brooklyn, we got to witness a clear robbery.
and Tank knew he lost the fight. Tank told Roach in the middle of the fight when they talking to each other. And he said, they ain't going to give it to you, right? They ain't.
I want to see all the streams about that. I want to see all the streams. I want to see all those streams putting all this on blast. Let's see those streams.
But Roach should have turned into Super Roach. He should have turned into Super Roach after that. I think
Roach walked up to the ref and was saying to him like, "What? It's a knockdown." Like, I thought he was telling him like, "What are you doing? That was a knockdown. What you put me
count?" He told him keep count.
Keep count, yeah.
That's crazy. That was crazy. I ain't never seen that in my whole entire life of watching boxing. And I've been watching boxing probably since Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno.
Yep, even Terrence Crawford is talking about that.
I ain't never seen that, man.
That's God. Go back, watch the Mayweather fight. Mayweather touched his knee after he hurt his hand
in Hernandez, in that Hernandez fight.
So 78. So 78. Would you? Okay, if you was Devin or Shakur or one of these fighters that we want to see Tank fight, would you fight Tank in the United States or would you take the money to Saudi? Would you take the fight to Saudi?
Well, I'm not even. I think if
because you're not going, because you can't win, Rock. You can't win over here if you fight Tank.
If you get offered the Tank fight, you gotta take it wherever it's at. You can't play the game of what Tank playing, the ducking game of I ain't gonna fight him over here, over there, because I think all them guys beat Tank. So,
correct.
What?
Yeah, I think all them guys beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, we got to think about it, man. Look, listen, as great as Lamont was, let's put things in perspective. Lamont did nothing special. He just showed discipline.
Yes, he did.
No,
yes,
hold on.
He did.
Let me make my point. He showed discipline. So now I have to look at this. Is Shakur a disciplined fighter? The answer is yes. Is Devin a disciplined fighter? The answer is yes. When you look at those combinations, Shakur and Devin can do what Lamont does a little bit better. That's all. It's a no-brainer.
Lamont was thumping. Lamont had some pop on his shots. He was hitting Tank. What he made Tank do? He made Tank do the stinking leg.
Tank made a big mistake because he fought Lamont before. He's been knowing them. They've been growing up. They've been in the amateurs. They sparred against each other. They know he does not. He underestimated, and he looked at him the way we looked at Lamont. Lamont normally gets off in the first 6 rounds. Then he gas out, and then he just don't get. He doesn't usually, have the energy. He won't let his hands go late, and it cost him the only fight he should have won. And the fact of the matter is, based on that, that's why Tank came in at the weigh-in and said, "Oh, he a front runner." That's what he is. He ain't nothing but a front runner because he's used to coming out strong in the first 6 rounds, and then he would fall off as the fight would go on. But he's changed his training way since then. Tank have not seen that. He changed and got a whole new discipline about himself, so that he's been training for 15 rounds. He's doing 15 rounds. That's why he was telling him, "Dog, we do 15 rounds over here. You don't know what you're talking about." That's what he's like. You don't know, and that's why he was so paced. He was relaxed. He stayed. He did not exert a lot of energy. He made sure we gonna take you to deep waters, Tank. So Tank wanted to fight his fight, and you saw that Roach wasn't gonna let Tank have his fight. You gonna fight the way I want you to fight. I'm gonna be the ring general, and I'm gonna show you the experience. And everything he tried to do, that little sneaky uppercut, he caught that with the glove every time. And even they corner was like, "Man, he owned that sneaky uppercut."
Yeah.
It was
he was prepared for it because Tank was practicing. Tank was practicing catching him with that uppercut in the locker room, but Roach was prepared. He know Tank. He was prepared for it. I was like, man, this dude Roach is on it. He is on it. He know Tank now.
Stayed on the right leg. Discipline. That's what you do. If you want to be discipline, you stay on their right leg.
All them fighters Tank fought, not disciplined. Rolly got undisciplined. Ryan Garcia got undisciplined. Leo Santa Cruz, that wasn't disciplined. Who throws the same punch over and over? You gonna get caught, bro.
Tank did last night, though. Listen, y'all got to give it to him a little bit, though, man. The little dude was fighting. What, he 5'5"? The little dude was fighting, though. Look, he threw 3 straight right crosses at Lamont Roach and didn't hit him until the 3rd one, but the 3rd one stung him. I know y'all remember that sequence where he went right. Sequence. The dude was fight last night, man. Y'all don't get hold on, man. Hold up now. Hold on, Sydney. Let's pump the gas. Let's pump the gas.
Tank wasn't fighting. I wasn't saying Tank wasn't fighting.
You ain't here, man. You ain't have to ban.
No. I banned I haven't seen Paige Styles on my page in years. But then you coming over here, my first time seeing you in years, tell me who on my panel. like you running something over here. Boy, I ain't seen you in years. Bro, get up out of here. You talking about
But
Tank
hold on,
Davis fight?
let's pump the brake. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Hold on, let's pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I just want.
I don't feel. Hold on. No, I don't feel like Roach controlled the fight though. Roach didn't control the fight that much to where it couldn't have been a draw. I just don't. I don't see. No, I don't see that now. I don't see where it couldn't have been a draw. Now, if you count the knockdown, which it should have been a knockdown, if you count the knockdown, then Roach win the fight. But if you don't count the knockdown, which they didn't count the knockdown, it's an argument that it's a draw. I like the draw better. That's why I don't understand why Tank don't want the immediate rematch. He got to take the immediate rematch because it was a draw. Unless you count the knockdown, then Tank lost the fight. I count the knockdown. I don't know about y'all, but I count the knockdown. I ain't never in my life.
I don't think he needed the knockdown, to be honest.
Outside of the knockdown, what round or what did Tank do that was so that Lamont didn't respond with that stole the show?
Okay, don't put me in the BFTB graveyard with that type of question. Because okay. I didn't sit there and
I understand.
Round by round the fight. I was laid up with my girl chilling. So we were watching the fight though. And what I'm telling you is I feel like Tank was winning some rounds now. Tank was winning a lot of them rounds because it was a lot of rounds where it was a lot of rounds where Tank was hitting dude with multiple body shots, hitting them with blows, and then he wasn't throwing enough. It was rounds where Lamont wasn't throwing enough either. You gotta take them rounds into account. Okay, them swing rounds is what they call them. I'm giving Tank a lot of them swing rounds to the point where it's like, okay, now since the referee messed up, which that was the turning point of the fight to me, when the referee messed up and then count that knockdown. Now Lamont is at a tie.
Nah, I feel you. I mean, you just got to watch the fight again, man. The rounds that you're talking about, Gervonta Davis had success, but here's the reality though: Lamont responded in every single one of those rounds. Every single one of Davis was hurt multiple times in this fight. His knees buckled. And that one knee, there was another one where he almost touched the canvas again. People don't talk about. Lamont was way more poised. Lamont held the center of the ring. You saw Gervonta Davis doing a lot of running. I'm gonna be honest, in some of those rounds. If you're looking at those beginning rounds, I know you ain't giving those to Davis. I mean, I gave two of the first 3 rounds to Lamont.
Yeah, I did.
So
I think it was 1 and 2, and then I think
Lamont counterpunching was impeccable. I mean, I don't even the success Davis was having, Lamont just responded well. And that's why I can't give those rounds to Davis. Like, you remember when Davis hit Lamont flush and then Lamont countered and hit him flush and then buckled Davis? I mean, it's just undeniable. You know,
but you also, I don't want you to fall victim to the well, Jordan can't get crossed. You know what I mean?
I got you, man.
Don't fall victim to the Jordan can't get crossed. Jordan can get crossed, but he's still Jordan. He's still gonna drop 30. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So don't fall victim to don't fall victim. I don't want y'all to fall victim to the fact that Tank can't get hit like my boy like that, like 7 to 8 be saying to me. Okay, it's a fight tonight, so you know they gonna get hit. Okay, yeah, he will get hit, but he will bluesing Lamont too. Let's not act like he wasn't bluesing Lamont. Let's not act like okay, a lot of them punching Lamont with come on, man. It was a great fight. Let's just say it was a great fight, and we need to see it again. Let's not act like he just demolished them. I don't 7 to 8. I don't like the 8 to 4 you gave me. Or
that's the thing about that. I can almost tell you the rounds I gave Tank. I gave Tank rounds 3 and 4, 7, and I believe 6.
11 too. 11. Go back and watch 11.
Hey, man, look here. Tank Davis
didn't win around past 7.
Let's not.
What you say, 7 and 8? And I'm gone, man.
Yeah, Tanara, check it out. Let's not forget that Tank Davis is supposed to knock out Lamont Roach. Right? Let's not sugarcoat this. He was supposed to. Lamont Roach was cherry picked to move up in weight to be food. He was supposed to be food for Tank Davis, like the rest of them. And then Lamont get up in there and whooped on the boy. Now y'all, you trying to see? You want to dress it up? Well, no, man. I mean, look. I know you caught me in there smashing that fat girl, but look, hey man, she gets some bomb head. She gets some bomb head, man. I'm telling you, man. You didn't see it last night when she had her makeup on. Come on, fam. It is what it is. Tank. At the end of the day, Tank is just cherry picking going wrong, and I'm happy for Lamont Roach. I'm happy that he went out there and did that because maybe this make some of these other up and coming fighters realize that if you're going at a certain point in your career, you got to start fighting people. You can't keep playing these games because now what happened? As soon as Tank fight this style of a fighter, now he looked like a mere mortal. You know what I'm saying? And he lucky he was fighting Roach and not Shakur Stevenson.
Correct.
No, 7-8, he didn't look mortal. He didn't look mortal, 7-8. That's the thing. Lamont Roach was up there too high on the Mortal Kombat level. He was high too. That's what we just didn't know about we didn't know about Lamont Roach. We were calling him cockroach and all of that. We were disrespecting the man. We just didn't know that he was up there like that. Lamont Roach was a champion at 130. So we didn't know that, just like the people that
I knew Lamont Roach was a champion. I knew he was a champion, but
well, we knew he was. That's all we knew about him, that he was a champion. But we didn't know that he was like that.
Go listen to Tank Davis post fight and what he said. This was me. This was me. He said it was him and that person, and he did some things in camp. That's why I told you something went wrong in this camp that he knew he wasn't right. He didn't do what he was supposed to do in this camp.
And you say Lamont Roach won, saying I don't feel like Lamont Roach won until he get the immediate rematch. If he get an immediate rematch, then he won. But until then,
what you gonna say if Tank don't take the rematch?
I'm gonna say Tank Duck Roach.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Tank Duck Roach. He duck Roach. He ducked Roach because you supposed to fight Roach again in less than 4 months.
Yep, I agree.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If y'all think Roach gonna give Dev or Shakur some work or Keyshawn, it ain't happening. Y'all gonna see how Roach was supposed to look when he fought Tank. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. Watch.
Well, I'm gonna say this too. Though.
Different styles of matchups because one guy is not. The reason why I say in the game plan was stay on his right leg is because most softballs, their right hands aren't really developed. They one-arm fighters. Tank got a strong right hook, but he don't jab enough, and he doesn't throw the right hook enough if he can't see a target. And when you in like a shoulder roll position like Roach was, when you throw the right hook, it's just gonna glance. He's gonna roll with it. So if you throw the left, he gonna catch it with the glove. He gonna see everything you do, but you gonna have to reach. He gonna make your height and everything your disadvantage. You gotta reach now with the left. You gotta overexert yourself and use your athleticism, which is gonna tire you out as the fight goes down. And he didn't even come out his shell until like round 5 or 6 and start opening up on Tank. When Tank tried to open up, that's when he opened. And that's how he fought. Like he could have kept fighting to round 15. Tank was tired. Tank was holding him. And he hit him with like 10 low blows. The referee didn't do anything until like near the damn end of the fight. Like, look, man. I was like, he ain't gonna take no point. He should have been took a point. He was low. He was trying to get a blow.
Say,
Yo.
Listen, I see the super chat. You ain't ready yet. I see the super chat.
I'm about to read it, man. Y'all, I'm trying to read it real quick. Let me read it.
Read the super chat.
In the super chat, appreciate the love, Algie Jones, for 2, please. He says, Roach did more than enough to win. People need to have common sense. You can't fight a power puncher the same way you fight a pillow fisted fighter. You can't drive on an icy road the same way you drive on a dry road. These are facts. So go ahead.
Hold on, I just thought about something too, 7-8. Tank can't be Floyd no more. Cause Tank got a draw on his record.
Well, he was never gonna be Floyd anyway.
He never was a Floyd and never could be a Floyd.
Nah,
He don't got
it
the
was
IQ.
by the record. He wanted to be flawless.
Man, that man wasn't never gonna be nowhere near Floyd Mayweather.
Now you got a draw on your record. And let me ask you, okay, all the rematches Floyd did, they was immediate, right?
Yes. Any rematch he had was a rematch.
Yeah.
Okay,
He had two rematches.
Two rematches and they were immediate.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Never mind. I gotta get ready to get up out of here though, y'all.
7-8, I'm gone, bro.
Yeah. Salute to you tonight, Robson. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, appreciate everybody came through on the panel and the chat. Super chat.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I just want to
love.
say one thing before we go. I want to
go
make
ahead.
sure I address him. It's not contradiction or hate on the Deontay Wilder if you point out some things he needs to do to get better. That's not hate, Style. It's not hate on him. Believe me, before you knew who Wilder was, he was on our podcast. Because him and Sean was best friends that's partnered on our boxing website. They both are church guys. Like Sean's a pastor, and so is Deontay Wilder's father. So he was on our podcast show every week. He came up with us. None before Bomb Squad, before anything. Y'all didn't even know him, really. He started out with us. So there was no hate on Deontay Wilder. We're just saying he has to add something to his game. That's all. There's no hating that. All right.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say nothing on the panel hating on Wilder. You know, Wilder, my brother. I ain't gonna tolerate no Wilder hate. So, but yeah, I didn't hear you say nothing crazy about Wilder. But yeah, I just didn't like Pay Styles in the chat trying to instigate something. Like, bro, you ain't been on my page in years. Like, what kind of mess is that? You only come over and say hi. You pop up when you see Carcino talking about, then you want to talk crazy. But anyway, I'm finna get up out of here though. Thank y'all for joining Carcino. Tell people they can find you.
You can find me on Carcino for Life. My Patreon is Carcino for Life. Definitely gonna share this video over there so that more people can check this out and join it. Make sure y'all subscribe to this page right here and donate to his Cash App. 78 been holding it down, doing his thing, blood boxing. Oh, man, all of them, man. I've missed this part of the day. This is the best part of the day. These round tables.
Yeah, back in the day. All right, man. See you in a minute. See y'all. Much love to the chat, super chat. Everybody came through showing love. Make sure y'all go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, make sure y'all hit the Patreon, man. Sub to the Patreon, patreon.com/78 Sports TV. New content is available today, so make sure y'all get on over there and sign up because I'm finna drop some heat on that today. I'm gonna talk about Tank. I'm gonna talk about some other things that's going on in the world, and respond to some of y'all email questions. And also, if you like them Bulldogs, make sure you sign up to patreon.com/Game Dog Talk, where we talk Bulldogs all day, every day. We up out of here, y'all. Deuces.